Hi everybody, come on in. We're just going to start this video out in our new patio. For those who remembered when we had an outdoor patio, we changed to a hobby room. And I've been working on a painting. When I get time, there's always a shortage of time. So this is going to be for outside, because outside in the garden, everything is changing next year. So there's going to be lots of, in the new year, there's going to be lots of changes and things happening. We're putting up big above ground gardens along the fence outside, and I'm going to make a Garden of Eden, Carolyn's Garden of Eden, in the garden with flowering fruit trees, and have great plans. And this painting is going to hang out there. It's on tin. I've done some other ones on tin, and I put varathane on them. They stand up really good. And I have all kinds of plans, so I'll be sharing all that with you in the new year. So that is a little peek into some of the things that'll happen in the new year. And it is so sunny. This is the best hobby room. I'm going to next give you a little tour of the orchids. And just want to say I hope you had a really Merry Christmas. And I hope your new year will be superb. Now, we don't want any more climate extremes. Still outside, on our mountains we have snow, but down here where we live, which is near the lake, there's some frost outside and some beautiful sunshine again. So we've been still doing our walks when we have time. We go around the block in my runners. We did have some rain for 2 or 3 days, which we badly needed, and we're happy to have. And we do need more before we start into another warm season. So I hope that your Christmas is settling down like ours. We had a birthday and Mom's 100th. Then we had Christmas and we had company. And then now we got another birthday coming. Whose birthday is it, I wonder? Jack is going to have a birthday on January the 2nd. He says, don't tell everybody. He's in his workroom. And that's going to be exciting. And then we have more company coming on the 28th. So we keep pretty busy, and that's why I'm a little late saying Merry Christmas. But I do hope your Christmas was really good. And you know what? Then is the big decision, when to take the decorations down. Now, I'm going to share my opinion, and you can share yours in the comments. But I like to have all mine down by New Year's, because I like to start the New Year's fresh. I don't want nothing hanging around in decorations from Christmas, so I take all mine down before the New Year's. So sometime between our last company on the 28th and New Year's, it is coming down. And I'm going to start preparing for spring. I know spring takes a while. It could be April or before we're outside doing our start of our projects. But anyway, that's what I do. This year, I put up the Christmas tree before Mom's birthday, which was December 6th. And I never usually put up the decorations till real late in December. So by the end of December, I'm pretty well ready to move on. So I'm going to give you a tour, see what we can find on our tour, and wishing you nothing but the best, my very, very good subscribers. So let's just do this tour. Okay, just get you out of here without wiggling too much. Get a good hold. Yeah, so that's my painting. It's in the works. It's still being done. And you'll get it when it's in the frame. You'll see it again. Now this is our weather. This is our Christmas weather. We have snow on the hills, beautiful sunshine. You can see by the driveway, it's pretty clear. And there's our little snowman waving to everybody. Now in this corner, a long time ago, I did a video and I had an old decoration that had been out in the sun and faded and everything. And I painted it. And this is it. I did. This is all painted because it was all faded and it's artificial. And down here, we got this cutest little truck. You know, we saw these trucks at the grocery store, and they had a plant in them. And they were wanting close to $100 for them. Then we went to the thrift store. Someone must have got the plant. It died. They put the truck in the thrift store and we got it for $5. So guess what I got in it? I got a beautiful, this is the little 3-tier sewer pot. I call it the Monet pot. And Jack painted that pot. And it's years old. I can't go back and remember how many years ago. And then Jack put this little thing on the tailgate. Yeah, I think it's so cute. We have some more flowers coming here. So that's kind of brightening our sunny area. I watered today. I used to water Wednesday, but things got off shift. So, that's it for this room. So I'm going to just shut down and I'll meet you in the other room. This is what's left of the Christmas decorations, presents. We have our little tree here. And of course Maggie's in her favorite spot. Aren't you? Huh? Aren't you? Yeah, she's keeping guard. Yeah, she keeps a look out the window for wild snowmen running around. Okay, let's see how the orchids are doing. So it was watering day, so I have my fans on. I usually run them to dry the leaves off because when I put the traffic cones in the shower, they get wet. The flowers even get wet. Not purposely, but they do get sprinkled. And the leaves are all wet. And this was my just water flush day. So I do get all of them, their leaves get wet. And I try to avoid the flowers. So here we have, this is one of the orchids from the plastic bottle experiment. We had 2 plastic bottles. And we had this orchid. It's kept all its leaves. It did good that way, but it was very awkward, and so it has flowered. They're kind of crowded, but they're very pretty. And so everything seems good. Now the other orchid in the plastic bottle experiment is over here. Now, do you remember I had, I think this is going to, it's dripping a bit, but as you can see, it's going to have a terminal spike or something. It even lost a leaf, but it has such a long funnel shape here. And it's got lots of roots, but there it sits. So those were the 2 bottle experiments. So then we have the twins that were in the red pot. The red pot that was on this stand that Jack made, and I'm making use of that. He just made it out of wire. And it comes all wiggly. And he soldered it together, made a beautiful stand for that pot. So there was the 2 orchids the same color, and one is this one, and it's come to some nice spikes. I took it out of that pot because both orchids were getting yellow leaves on the bottom. I did not like the sign of that. Both of them had that, but they both got a flower spike on their old stalk that I didn't trim off, and a new spike. So that is one, and this one flowered first, one of the twins that were in the red pot. And it also, this is the old spike I left on. And this is a new spike, and I have noticed if an orchid's struggling, that's why I just leave healthy orchids. It was an experiment. If my orchid's real healthy, I'll leave the spike on and cut it high enough that it can rebloom. But if not, I take it right down, and I wish I had done that with these two, really. But they were losing these leaves, and they still, those two bottom leaves, they've slowed down. But there we go. So then we have a traffic cone here in flower. That's on a spike I left from last year. And back in the back, we have the little pyloric orchid that flowered late into the summer, and it has sent up a spike. And this poor thing, oh boy, it lost a leaf. Fell Shariana. She lost a leaf, and I'm going to let those flowers open and cut it off. I want all the energy to go to a new leaf, but I'm going to see what they look like. So, and then down here we have a mini no-name orchid in spike. And then up here we have some really pretty flowers coming. Okay. So that's it in this room. My money plant is gone. It just didn't make too dry. I mean, it's cold outside. We had that horribly dry summer, and then just too dry. It's gone. It's gone. So these are doing okay. What can I say? Okay, and then here the window we see all the time because we sit here for breakfast and dinner. But so of course this orchid had so many leaves, and even the old ones are looking pretty good, that I left the spike on as an experiment. First time I've ever done it. So this is some flowers. These are all off the old spike. So then the new spike is over here, and it's got two. So is that because it flowered so nice on the old spike? Now I think I get less of a flowering on the second spike. And I could be wrong. It's still growing, but I don't know. But it's healthy, and of course it has lots of roots. It's just had its shower. And oh, here we have one in spike. It's headed that way. And this is a new spike, and it's blasted 2 flowers, and I'm not sure why. Just never had the energy to continue, I think. So we have another one coming in spike here. I did leave the old spike on this one because it has quite a few healthy leaves, but nothing happened on the old spike, but it has this beautiful spray here. And this one's got a nice spike coming. It's going to be beautiful around here. Lots of leaves on the traffic cones. They're older. Have them longer. And then over here, another traffic cone. And the other side is flowering too. Yeah, they're pretty nice. Okay, we'll go this way now. Now in this window, this is the first orchid I put in a glass pot. This one has holes up high and right down at the very bottom, so all the water drains out. It's in a north window. You don't want those glass pots being in direct sun, but it has a nice spike coming. And there's a spike coming here. That's about all that's happening. I've had this quite a while, and it's getting some light now, and it's starting to come much nicer coloring. Very different. Okay. And then over in this window, we have a spike coming up there. Now my poor big lip, she has a nice spike coming, so, you know, that's not the problem. But the problem is I'm going to have to repot her in the spring, because I want to show you. Look at these roots. They're coming all along the inside. They're all stuck and squeezed. I can't get that saucer off. And it's doing this. So I'm going to have to, after it's through blooming, I'm going to put it in another pot. It likes lots of humidity. I may find a glass pot for it. And a terrarium, no flowers in there. No. So, that's it, everybody. We got frost in the back. So yes, it's cold. This is the north side, so the shade of the house is the frost. But sunny and beautiful. Okay, everybody, please have a happy, healthy new year, and we'll see you in the new year.